Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So, today we're gonna go ahead and finish up this chapter with Jinako. And before we do any of that, let's just go to this council, shall we? Here we go. We're all here. Today, before confronting Jinako Karigiri, there's something we need to confirm. Hakuno, do you remember how we were told in a previous briefing that no floors exist in the labyrinth beyond the 12th? Now that he mentioned it, it feels like I've heard about this. How according to Sakura's observations, 6 floors were added to the labyrinth after Rani's was freed. It's been 6 floors since Rani was freed, and now we're on the 12th. I didn't even realize it, but we've cleared the entire labyrinth. Yes, we've done it. You've done splendidly with the exploration up to this point. I was worried that the labyrinth was going to be extended before we reached the 12th floor. The other alter ego capable of becoming a sentinel is showing absolutely no signs of itself. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it didn't make it in time. I don't know what BB intends, but the truth is there's only 12 floors. Following the theory Rin and Rani formulated, I verified it countless times. Everything below the 12th floor we've explored is completely empty. None of the echo pings have returned. Rin boastfully swells with pride. We're an even match for BB. It seems like Achilles finally caught up with the turtle. It's turtle after all. And Zeno's arrow has finally hit the target. I suppose we could say this AI is limited by its reliance on humanity's history assets of the past. However, that's because BB is sticking to her stance as an AI. A perfect opportunity like this may not come a second time. That's why there's something we need, Hakuno, and Student Council's General Affairs to do for us. Huh? After confirming that Jinako Karigiri's relief has disappeared, we'll have to continue straight to the labyrinth end without break. The labyrinth end goes to the near side. Miss Osaka, Rani, and Sakura can teleport you to the near side as soon as you arrive. I said this before, but just one person gets back, the moon cell will detect an anomaly and BB will be deleted. Once we destroy Jinako's wall, BB will likely pressure us to avoid obstacles, pawns exhausted, which she'll come with us at full force. That's why we'll hit the goal before BB catches on to us. After we beat Jinako and Karna, we'll have to evade the panicked BB and reach the end of the labyrinth, by whatever means necessary. I don't really think that's how it's gonna go, my guy. Sorry, I have a horrible cough today. I don't know what the hell is happening. That's right, it's the very best plan we have at present. If all BB's amounted to was a mere rogue health element AI, then my hand wouldn't have been forced like this. But her foot routine prioritizes self-preservation. If I considered that, this is very dangerous indeed. But BB is an AI who will be deleted if the moon cell finds her. BB knows this, that's why, sooner or later her priority will switch to eliminating the moon cell, so that she survives. That's way out there, that can't... No, it could happen. BB can maybe more human-like than even a human, but deep down she's an AI. She performs mechanically, doing whatever she can as much as she can, which means if I'm eventually going to be deleted by the moon cell, then I'm gonna hijack the moon cell first. It's possible that this is an extremely natural conclusion that will come to pass. That's right. Once I've heard BB prioritize her self-preservation, I thought, this is bad. Doesn't seem like she realizes, but if she just hides out on the far side of the moon cell will catch her at some point. So before that happens, she'll encroach on the entire moon cell, like the far side. She'll eventually hit that as an answer. Yes, BB no longer has any obedience instructions towards the moon cell. She's capturing masters and taking in servants until her functionality expands. She'll stand up to the moon cell soon enough. So listen everyone, before that happens, please, stop BB. That's what we intend. Karna will likely be formidable, but he's simply Jinako's guard. Our enemies are our own hurdle, BB. Keep that in mind once you break down Jinako Karigiri's walls, then please defeat BB. So Leo says, not skipping a beat. I intended to advance on him with the best look of defiance I could muster, but the Student Council President cheerfully ignores it. Hey Haku, I'm sure you know this already, but I'll remind you just in case. Don't manage anything with your equipment, don't feel like you need to skimp on items. Okay? That guy Gato went out like that, because he is asking for it, you know? I told him many times, but he just won't listen. But you still have room for improvement, Haku. If you're careless or something happens, I won't be able to sleep at night. I give a stiff nod. Rin smiles. She holds firm like she usually does, but her eyes are somewhat swollen. It looks like she's hardly got any rest. Leo stares at Rin, who's planning some things ahead, and Ronnie from the side. I thought hard about this, but even at that final place, what's still intact are the workings of her soul, her consciousness. I'll be happy to if morning turns into power. If morning turns into the power to move forward, well, still. Ultimately, no one here shunned the act of sacrificing the defeated to put themselves ahead. Monchigato himself was the same way. It's just the way it goes. Shinjuku Karagiri alone is an irregular who managed to avoid that leash. I think the reason Gato wanted to help her was because he felt that she was naive and lost, but good-natured on the inside. But right now, she's also fallen into a trap, which is frightening to us. This is why we will find out if Monchigato, the person closest to him, the most unbecoming of a saint, had his will reach Jinako or not. Of course, I'll never forget my gratitude, or rather, he's the kind of person I have to wish on the Holy Grail to forget about. Humans really are complex. You can't measure that within just theories. If things didn't come to this, never in my life would I have been aware of Gato's human nature. Leo smiles vaguely bitterly, then looks around the student council and says, "Do we get contact from the others?" Rani suddenly stands up, then comes over to me. Kara has answered our request and finished the preparations. Rani's behaving formally, fixes her gaze onto me. Hakuno, I will also have hope on you. If you ever get forced to make a choice, please don't hesitate to choose yourself above all else. That is my wish. You deserve to live more than anyone. May Venus, the morning star, guide your way. Now then, please head to Jinako's relief, Hakuno. The student council officers will prepare to back you up. Henceforth, the Tsukimihara Student Council launches its fourth action, its last mission. At last, it's time to return to the near side. It's all riding on Hakuno Kishinami's final struggle. Let's prepare immaculately this time. Let's face off against Shinako. As I move to leave the student council room, Leo approaches the window and addresses the knight. His words seem concerning and stayed in my mind. Unconcerned, the solar knight, staring at the orange glazed rounds, answers thus.
Going.
Does it seem like tomorrow morning will be clear skies?
Leo.
Yes, Leo. I think the dark night cloud shall be swept away. As if breaking through, the dark and crimson of sunrise eventually turns into blue sky. I'm sure the wind will sweep over the hills and will graze the manes of a blackened racing steed under the foliage filtered light. And then we'll be ushered into castle gates of yore, and our long parched throats will be quenched. I'm sure we'll celebrate the king's return, to see the maidens rolling as flowers do, and love one another as sworn friends. Right. Yeah, this is definitely just red herrings after red herrings. We gotta remember there's still one more sentinel. One more alter ego. And yeah, we have to talk to Randy now. The final battle is nigh. Hakuno, do you have Launcher's Matrix? I already mentioned this, I forgot about it. I was such a rush to gather Jinako's SGs that I left Launcher's Karna's Matrix incomplete. In that case, I recommend gathering some information in the library. This is one of the many famous heroes of India's mythology. There should be a detailed description of the sacred Mahabharata. Makes sense. Knowing that makes me a lot easier. Before going into the relief, let's stop by the library and investigate. We can't let Monjigato's decision be in vain. The Earth's last, truth-seeking monk showed us the path. Let's not cross it. Hakuno Kishinami, once we escape will be the main event of the Holy Grail War. Then we'll become mutual foes. Nevertheless, the companionship of my lord incubated in this old school building is no falsehood. Let's meet on the other side. May you be worthy of trial for my lord as you always have. We got that damn BB by the neck now. Just you wait. Bebek will be interest by hike. My thanks for messing with us at your whimsy. We're almost there, aren't we? This will all be over soon. Kishinami, we're counting on you. Let's escape from the labyrinth this time. For sure. That'll lead to BB's deletion. Alright. Now, Shinji, what's up with you? Gato is dead. That dumbass. He'd always thought he tried to poke left. I'm not like him, I'm special. I'm going to get out of here alive no matter what. What is this? Can't you see I'm thinking here? If you want some friends, how about we try the student council room? Yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, let's get to the library for now. Kiara isn't here. Hold on. I want to test something. No. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. There is a scene with Kiara here, but I don't remember when it's gonna show up. Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen right now. Anyways, they're not here. Oh, right, they're not here because she's in the labyrinth. That's, of course. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this. I found it. This is the Mahabharata. It supposedly contains a description of Karna. Since Ronnie called it sacred, I figured it would be pretty long and complicated, but it's a bit beyond what I imagined. Let's see. This massively thick book has how many volumes? Pardon me, I forgot to tell you something. The Mahabharata is extremely long, so to read it normally would take time. It seems I was too late. Please don't look into the communication terminal like a donkey to be sold. No need to worry, I'll perform a lookup and gather only the main points. They're all going to one matrix. That should be readable, right? And not fiercely. Thank you, Rani. Looking good in these glasses today too. Let's head back to my room for now and look into the matrix. Saber, anything special to say? Nah, okay. Let's take a look at Karna's matrix then. Well, the only thing we have is the background. Karna appeared in the Indian epic, the Mahabharata, as a hero of the vanquished side. The Mahabharata, with central conflict, is a power struggle between the Pandava and the Kaurava royal families. Karna is a famous rival of Arjuna, a great hero of Hindu mythology. Karna was born from the daughter of a human king, Kunti, and the sun god Surya. Kunti had a wife of the Kuru king Pandu, but he was under a curse preventing him from having children, so each of his queens had no choice but to bear children by other means. Kunti was a woman who had a mantra that allowed her to copulate with and bear the child of any god, and thus gave Pandu children in that manner. But before she became the king's wife, she tested the mantra and bore a single child. That child was Karna, the golden hero, born via relationship with the sun god Surya. Kunti was a determined woman, and afraid of her first birth, and anxious if the god acknowledged his own child, prayed to Surya, "I want proof that this child is your son." Surya heard Kunti's words and gave unto the child upon his birth his own power and attributes. That was the origin of the golden armor that rendered Karna invulnerable. But even show such grace and sincerity, Kunti abandoned her first son. For her, to be a queen of Kuru king Pandu, the existence of her son but unnecessary. That's how Karna, abandoned by his own mother, came to be ignorant of his own birth, but lived with only the things given by his father, the sun god Surya, held into his chest. Karna's form, ignorant of his mother's face and unsure if her motives were dishonest, couldn't be called beautiful. While he had his father's brilliant authority, his form was stained black, the countenance was cruel, and every action was violent. Because he lacked the human mother, he didn't learn the subtleties of human emotion and spent his days considered a nuisance by the people around him. That was how Karna grew up, but he didn't resent his mother or his surroundings. Instead, he accepted everything. I was given life by my mother and father. No matter how my mother was, I hold no contempt for her. If there is anyone I hate and I hold contempt for, it's for myself alone. Contrary to appearance, Karna was an exceedingly virtuous and prospective child, and likely because he was a child of a god, as well as someone without a single relative. Karna was blessed with the opportunity to examine the weak, their lives, their values. As a result, he chose to walk a path of purity of his own free will. I, who was born with more than others, should show a proof of life greater than them. Unless I do so, those without power will never be rewarded. Karna simply had the conviction to live without dishonoring his father's prestige and shaming those who compensated him. Ruthless and relentless, yet also full of majesty, was Karna's stance taken shape. And so Karna, a young man, participated in the conference with the Kuru family. At this conference, the five Pandava brothers indulged in their pride and fame in martial arts. The first son, Arjuna's archery, was exceptionally magnificent, to the point that he was praised in having no equal. With the grounds united as one voice, seeking someone to equal the Pandavas, Karna leapt into to participate and displayed martial arts at the same level as Arjuna's. As an aside, the reason the unmotivated Karna challenged Arjuna is famous yet ambiguous. It is later confirmed that because Arjuna was the only opponent that Karna, who never envied or hated anyone, was conscious of. Karna challenged Arjuna to determine superiority, but to challenge Arjuna, member of the royal family, one must be Kshatriya or higher. Kshatriya, those in the military or royalty in the caste system. Karna served the Vaishya, merchant, or Shudriya, slave. Karna, his challenge refused due to a difference in status, was a laughingstock. The one who saved Karna from this was the eldest son of the Kauvara clan's 100 princes, who opposed the Pandavas. Duryodhana. We see this guy in Grand Order, I think. He took interest in Karna and made him a king on the spot. Karna was saved from disgrace, but then his foster father, bearing his promotion, appeared and established his origins. The five Pandava brothers further ridiculed Karna, who displayed martial arts superior to their own, saying the son of the coachman should have a sense of shame. These words enraged Karna. If he were about himself, he would be resigned to accept, but he would not allow insults with his foster father. Even if it was a foster father who made himself known out of greed to Karna, he was the father who raised him, who Karna would have taken pride in. The conflict between Karna and the five Pandava brothers had become something he couldn't back down, but sunset had come and the conference came to an end. From then on, Karna, and as the friend of the Duryodhana, who saved him and treated him as a king, lived as a guest of honor in the Kaurava clan's 100 princes. What awaited him was a cruel battle beyond comprehension with the five Pandava brothers with the great hero Arjuna. My god, if this was the short version, I don't even know what the hell the long version is gonna be. And this is just the part about Karna. Like, he's, yeah, that book must be gigantic then. Alright, let's see what the items we have for the boss fight. We only need 1500 for the accessory we'll get in the next chapter, so yeah, we need 1500 sacrament for the next one. Let's see, what can we get? Well, we have enough. We only have this for moderate? Okay, I guess we're good, really, then. All that's left is to check out my equipment. Yeah, remove the shockwave to the, Don't I have? There we go. Oh, I already have this one equipped. Never mind. Let me see. I'm kind of I'm undecided if we want to give her more strength or just use the stun for skill. Let's go for this one because I want to show off Karna's skills. I don't want him to get stunned every time. Alright, so before we go on into the actual final battle there, just how many floors does this Sakura Labyrinth have? I'm gonna go into the goal post, but then not go directly to Kiara there. I'm gonna go back because there's a part that opened up here. It was kind of hidden. That area there opened up with the thing in discarded. It's easy to forget, but it's here. We got an elixir for that, which is awesome. And we get teleported all the way back to this area. I guess we could have gone through the beginning either way, we could just teleport here. But yeah, that's in a whole elixir, which is the most powerful healing item in the game. So yeah, don't forget about that. And save that for the final boss. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do the usual save here at the fountain. And off we go. This is where Jinako ran off to, isn't it? Unlike Rin and Rani, the foundations are less firm. Oh, really? That's surprising. Unlike a newborn, innocent alter ego, this relief pattern is filled with weakness and contradictions unique to humans. I mustn't. While it begs my curiosity, I must end my idle talks here. Releasing Jinako is important, but conquering BB's remains its priority. BB is merely playing, however, once everyone corners her, she'll bite back. Although we're the ones cornered in this place, I cannot imagine what a corner BB will plan. She must be captured quickly at all costs. We begin to the infiltration right away. Are your preparations in order, Hakuno? Let me know when we're ready. Invade Jinako's mind now. Very well. As always, entrust everything to me. I, Kiara Sesshuin, will, with prudence, shall care and take charge of Hakuno. I'll take long, deep breaths and loosen my body. It'll be fine. We've been through this 3 times already. Relax my worries and animosities and pressures. Pour my consciousness into Kiara, and wavering mind and body loosens until... Go, it's slightly different than the others. It's green instead of pink. I followed with an intense atmosphere. Jinako's mind was unique, and lacked the same influence as the others. Rin, Rani, and Lip's minds are well at the satisfaction towards the world, towards their ideals, towards themselves. But Jinako's mind murmurs sorely of dissatisfaction towards itself. The mind targets only the mind for punishment. Jiniko's voice isn't directed towards us. She mutters to herself without cease, and not a single whisper goes out to me or Saber. It was painfully obvious that Jinako's true enemy wasn't Hakuno Kishinami, the invader, but Jinako herself. Yikes. She really does have some deep-seated survivor's guilt, doesn't she?
の人生はイージーモードに、スコア稼ぎのいらないゲームに仲間だっていっぱいできたよ。みんなネットでは変わらない仲間だ。私の人生は順風満帆。皆さんはクソゲー強制プレイでご愁傷様。僕がジナコさんは勝ち組です。でもなんでいつの間にか私が一人になってたの。恋人、就職、成功、結婚、何よそれ。楽しそうにイベントクリアしちゃってさ。面倒なんじゃなかったの？苦しいんじゃなかったの？
I don't know what she means by Peter.
汗かいて、泣いて、笑って、バカじゃないの。こんなゲームに本気になっちゃって。あ、そっか、みんなバカなんですね。バカとは友達にはなれんわ。僕はバカじゃないからちょっとね。つるむとかね、引くわ。友情とか努力とか勝利とか引くわ。そんなのもう忘れちゃったわ。だって私もうすぐに掃除だもん。今さら外になんか出られないもん、外に出たって辛いだけだもん。なんでみんな楽しそうなの？なんでみんなキラキラ人やってるの？どうして私は楽しくないの？あ、嘘です。ジナコさん嘘つきました。チート最強、イージーモード万歳、イベントスキップ余裕、超楽しい、すごい幸せ、早く終われ。いや、終わるなバカ。嘘だよ。全部嘘。現実とか嘘。私も嘘。私は現実にはいない。あの時から消息不明。電気だけ消費する透明人間。だから構わないで。もう私に期待しないで。私を仲間とか言わないで。私には何もできないの。そういう風に生きてきたの。自分勝手だから。何もできない私はこのままひっそり消えてしまえばいいんだ。
Shinako suffocating soliloquy comes to rest. Her inner voice pleads to of his own destruction. Except, can such a plea truly be so? The voice whispers that everything is alive, and these conclusions are also not fabrications. Self-denial is human nature. It's a hardship that everyone bears, not just Shinako. A journey through the infinitely hallucinating mind. After this momentary sensation, or perhaps this passing of an eternity, I approach the center of Shinako's heart. Despite being inside the core of the labyrinth, the depth of her mind, Shinako is nowhere to be found. Karna looks loomed ahead. Saber immediately prepared to engage in combat.
現れたな、セイバー。不本意だが、ここがお前との別れの時のようだ。
ランサー、いや、マスターを尊重するのならランチャーか。
You're still going for this bit, huh?
不本意なのはお互い様だ。戦う必然性のないものと雌雄を決するのは
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame.
苦しい。それが黄金の英雄ならなおさらだ。貴様とは夕日落ちる戦火の甲冑、戦車を引いて歯を競い合いたかったが、これも定めだ。主を思って潔く引くならよし、主をかばって最後まで戦うのもまたよしだ。
華々しいな、バラの皇帝。多くの市民はそのあり方に喝采を送っただろうが、俺には悲劇にしか見えん。出来事という出来事を全て舞台にしなければ立ち行かぬほど、お前の生は絶望と悲哀に満ちている。お互い様とはよく言ったものだ。俺にはお前の苦悩がわかる。何が救いになるのかさえもな。
Yeah.
幕を下ろしてやろうセイバー。主役が消えればその舞台もおしまいだ。
Carter stands firm like the stern chief butler in a mansion. He regards us as enemies, yet maintains his courtesy. His serenity overwhelmingly intimidates us back.
ジナコ自身もこれ以上潜み続けていられないことは承知している。お前の主はこの短期間に如実に強くなった。戦力の話ではない、心構えの話だ。迷宮の先へ進もうとする無比無類の粘り強さはジナコにとっておぞましい脅威として映っている。
In a way, we're basically the antithesis of what Jinoko thinks, right?
SG を解体され、もはやただただ漠然とした恐怖に支配されながら身動きの取れないジナコとは対照的だ。だが今はそれだけではない。冷たい炎のようにじりじりと心を焦がすものがある。
Her guilt, I suppose. I remember to which Carter nods.
刺すような自責の念がガトー・モンチを憎みきれぬままに見捨てた後悔がジナコを縛っている。俺はガトーに感謝している。狂気の淵に立つ我が主人をかろうじてとどめているのはあの男の。
やめてよ。なんすか、公開処刑っすか。
Well, if you're not here to defend yourself.
どうしてとっととサーバントの役目を果たさないっすか。
Well, you're not here.
本当にこの大外れサーバント。
Jinoko makes her appearance. Having lost her composure, she clutches Lancer. She looks nothing like the dauntless game champ, although her looks never made any claim to the title in the first place.
もう終わりにする。全部終わりにする。私らが負けても勝っても戦おう。それで終わるならそうしよう。それしかないっしょ。
No, I won't play along with your desperation.
だったら何なんすか。人の心にずかずか入ってきてただ来ただけとか究極ストーカーっすね。どうせあなただって私のことどうしようもないやつだって思ってるんでしょ。そうだよ、私どうしようもないもん。なら殺せばいいじゃん。怖くないよ。だってみんな最後には死ぬんだから。
Jinoko is still fixated on death. Her survival instincts are waning beyond control. Even if we fight, this won't turn out well. Win or lose, the result will be Jinoko being battered between her weakness and her powerlessness. In that case, I want you to tell Gato thanks. Jinako's face turns pale.
さすがは我が奏者。単純にしてひねりもないが、それこそが最高の答えと見た。ジナコカリギリ、奏者の心を受け入れよ。BB に踊らされるでない。あれの還元は鉛の手記に満ちたワインのように身を滅ぼす甘い毒だ。
You would know about poison chalices, wouldn't you, Saber?
絶対に言わないっす。絶対に言わないから。
Then I'll make you say it.
おっさんが死んだのは私のせいじゃないし、おっさんは初めから死んでたんだし、何をしても私たちは救われないんだ。今さら悔やんでも誰も彼もパパもママも私の時間もさえおっさんも戻ってこない。私は消えない。外になんか出ない。ずっとこのままでいいんだ。
God damn it. The voice actress did a phenomenal job with Jinoko. God damn.
いい。もういいんだ。私は何もいらないから。こいつらを追い出して、二度とここに来られないように世界から消し去って。
Well, here we go again.
命令とあらば従おう。我が槍のボーイを持って彼らを焼き尽くす。お前のうちにある暗き炎がお前自身を燃やし尽くすまで消えぬというなら。
There's the lance.
行くぞセイバー。時期尚早だがここが貴様の七と知れ。
No, he's not wearing his lance for some reason. Saber.
くだらない宿業だ。
Launcher.
命を懸けるほどのものか。
Live or die by the sword.
映画を極めるのなら最後の幕は崩壊以外ありえまい。花の時代は終わりだセイバー。4度目の落葉を迎えるがいい。
太陽の化身がバカを言え。日はまた昇るというのだろう。我が奏者が呼ぶ限り世は灰になっても舞い戻るぞ。
That's fitting since she has a revive skill. Anyways, we're gonna lose on purpose, as usual.
日輪不足となる。
So we can,
ささやかな嫌がらせっす。
she taps away our MP, which kind of sucks, but whatever.
あれ全然楽勝。僕ってもしかして A ランク。
能天気さでは間違いなく俺も恥が高い。
花、そこは花って言うのよ絶対。
She does have some funny dialogue fighting Jinako.
真の英雄は
Yes, laser eye. Yeah, one shot die.
真の英雄は
Laser eye again.
程度があろう。
There we go.
世の力が足りなかったのだな。
Alright. Saber is struck by a sharp blow. The head of the immense flame moving slices through flesh, annihilating the Spiritron contract linking Saber, linking her with Hakuno Kishinami.
勝負あったな。お前たちの気迫では互いの実力差を埋めるには至らなかった。俺としても残念だが仕方あるまい。これ以上異物を入れていてはジナコの心が崩壊する。安らかに行け。お前たちの奮闘を称えよう。
Oh man, that was honestly, I never saw this one myself. Really, I didn't expect Garnet to just kill me.
でもきっとこれでよかったんだ。私も君も未来なんか知らなくていい。あんな残酷な殺し合いに戻るぐらいなら私の中で消えちゃった方が何倍。
I can't hear Jinako's voice very well. The lance blazes through with high heat, and my body grows cold. Thankfully, without the chance of experiencing pain, Hakuno Kishinami's soul burns out. Dead end. Alright, let's now focus up on this. Let's go for, it was just basically just guarding at this point. No. He's gonna use a skill, guard. And then he's gonna go for an attack. We can use this one for this. And just normal attacks.
日輪不足となる。
I know, I should have, no.
ミューズよ、この芸術を守りたまえ。程度があろう。
Ow, he broke
さ
that
さやか
time.
な嫌がらせっす。
Alright.
あれ全然楽勝。僕ってもしかして A ランク。
能天気さでは間違いなく俺も恥が高い。
花、そこは花って言うのよ絶対。
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save here, and let me see. He's likely gonna use some skills right off the bat. I'm gonna guard. Something like this, let's see.
始めるぞ。良きに計らえ。
Piece of strength. There we go. Nice.
うまい。
300.
真の英雄は目で殺す。
Perfect. Alright, not bad actually. Not bad at all.
どうした？交渉か。
Anyways, what else can we do? Bum bum bum. Let's see. Let's try a break guard. And let's try an attack, break, break. Let's see if that works. I think that's sort of a pattern we're going through here.
良きに計らえ
And whoop.
返上するぞこれはレアっすよ
She has this annoying attack.
これでもセールを入れるジャンプっすよ
And let's try it.
良きに計らえ
Oh, thank God I got it. Nice. Even got him.
真の英雄は目で
程度があろう
Ah, I got hit straight forward on that one. Hmm.
のはつまらない
We're gonna code cast again. Let me see. Let's go for defense, break, break, attack. Let's try it.
剣山
良きに計らえはいトントントンとステマ打つ
She sealed our skills, I think.
返上するぞ返上するぞ
Nice. Perfect. We got a free chain.
とどめと行こ
Four. Ah, we only managed to get 4 chain. That's good. That's good.
う悪くないむしろ良い
Yeah. The skills are. What? We still have access to our skills. Well, I'm not gonna question all that much. I'm just gonna put an ether fragment here so I don't waste that much of that thing. Let's go for this.
見切る
良きに計らえ
真の英雄
Oh,
は
do
目
we
で
got it? We got it. Nice.
ではないか
That's 2. Ah. And we got an even there. Okay. Not bad.
その調子だ息を乱すな
Alright, the skill is off. I'm gonna go ahead and heal her. Not heal. Gain strength. Let's go for this one, and then we go for guard, and then an attack. Let's see how that one works out, shall we?
見切る
良きに計らえ
Nice.
ヌプティアへの金
Damn it, he guarded. I still got 400 damage, not bad. Nice.
ささやかな嫌がらせっす
Alright, good. We're already at the
のは
That's the 900 level. We're good. Let me see. Let's do for that one, and then we can go. Let's go for this attack guard. Let's see how that one goes.
剣山
良きに計らえ
Good. Not as good, but
ヌ
whatever.
プティアへの金
やるな
Nice
やる
good
な
guard.
やるな
It's in Noble Phantasm range, which is not great.
真の英雄
Shit,
は
that's
目
bad.
で
程度があろう
I think God Saber has good defense. Yeah, I think God Saber has good defense. Alright, we have the revive.
勝負どころだがどうするマスター
よーし投げ払
It's gonna use it on immediately or after, which I don't know which one is worse. So let's go ahead and do this.
剣山
え良きに計らえ
頼むぞ
There we go. Right. Now this buffs up. Okay, and it's on the last part then.
神
There we
々
go.
の王の慈悲を知れインドライ勝つも絶滅とはこれこの人差し焼き尽くせわさびにしやすい
We got it. We're good. It did half our health, but we're good.
是非もなし
We're good. We survived that.
あ あれで生きてるって人類じゃないよ、あの人たち。
うまくしのいだのだろう。苦し紛れ畳みかけるぞ。
Alright, good. We are out of healing magic, which kind of sucks, but whatever. We can actually, let me see, which one absorbs MP when break. HP when break. Let's save up on this for a while. He's in, I think, in a buffed state or a debuffed state. I really don't remember which state he's in right now. Anyways, I think I'm gonna try this combo right here. Let's see it.
良きに計らえ。
We do roughly 1,000 damage by 3 turns. That's good. That's awesome.
我が身を呪え。ブラフマー
That's
ストラ
not good.
組んだ。
Oh, I see.
押されているな。ジナコ、覚悟はできているか。
ああ、負けちゃう、負けちゃう。カルナ、なんとかして。
仕方あるまい。限界まであがいてみるか。
Yeah, okay, I see. That lance is gonna hit us eventually, so yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Right, let's check.
任せよ。良きに計らえ。
Nice. Ah, shame. He did a triangle tactic.
頭
Ouch.
上注意。
And it's falling. Oh, it didn't do that much damage, really. I was expecting a lot worse. Well, luckily we still have that on.
世の力が足りなかったのだ。あなたに残してはいけない。しっかりせぬか。持ち直すのだ。
Oh, that's gonna go horribly. Alright, let's go for this. Actually, let's go for that one. Alright, we can go for break. Just full on attack. Let's see what happens.
始めるぞ。良きに計らえ。天よ。今一度の
You're gonna get hit, which sucks, but whatever. We can take it.
頭上注意。悪く思い。
程度があろう。
頭上注意。悪く思い。頭上注意。悪く思い。
世の力が足りなかったのだ。
She'll revive, but I don't think she'll live much for that. Yeah. Alright, so it's basically this pattern. Essentially.
始めるぞ。良きに計らえ。ニューズよ。思考の芸術を守りたまえ。
頭上注意。悪く思い。
Does 200 damage.
程度があろう。
頭上注意。悪く思い。
What? What the hell did he do? Okay, I guess he uses... Or does this, like, hampers the skill for some reason? Let's do this one then. Let's try it again.
華麗に決めよう。
We're gonna speed up a little bit.
待ちの祝福を。
Yeah, we got hit.
頭上注意。
Got hit twice.
ルティアイの
やるな。頭上注意。頭上注意。悪く思い。頭上注意。
Alright, we lived through that.
世の力が足りなかったのだ。あなたに残してはいけない。
Oh man, that was a close one.
しっかりせぬか。持ち直すのだ。
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna put on this. I don't remember how much this heals. But let's go for this, and this. Let's see if we can do it. Ah, that's just one. That kind of sucks.
やるな。やるな。やるな。
No, that does kind of suck. Really? Only one for all of that. No, not that. That's this. And then we can go this. Let's see it. One more, come on. Damn. Okay, no, he's not gonna... Right? This should be enough. This should be enough. Oh my god, really? He's right so close to death. Yeah, we get break, we get, then we go attack. Stuff like that. Let me just... What the hell does he do then? Alright, let's see. Yeah? Like that. There we go. Damn it. And then it's... Maybe like this? There we go. Kano took a full blow from the chest from Saber, yet doesn't fall. I shudder at the sight of his spirit and his endurance. That was definitely a fatal wound. Even if he's a servant, he won't be able to avoid fading in if this goes any further. Yet after taking such a blow, Kano still stands. It isn't due to some healing skill and mortality skill. Incredibly, by the mere strength of his will, he's enduring a fatal wound.
何を感心している奏者よ。よだってあれぐらいできるぞ。3度まで蘇るからな。
I bet it's taking everything just for him to breathe. Kano doesn't respond, which leaves one person. The only person left is Shinako, dazed. She lost Gato, and Kano was completely defeated. It's evident how far backed into a corner Shinako is now. But that doesn't mean we can go easy on her. If showing her pity results in Shinako slipping away, no good will come from any of this. I look with her startled and anticipatory gaze. I mustn't hesitate. I'm going to lay Jinako's mind bare. If I don't, then we won't move on. She won't move on.
Kita. ついに来てしまったっすね。このファイナルステージに。飛んで火にいるなんてやら、ここまでの展開が巧みな演技だったとか僕はマジ作詞っす。
Through the dim space, a strangely energetic voice echoes. It's definitely Jinako's voice, but this baseless confidence, this careless and obliviously made statement, was she really?
そう、すべてはこうなるよう計算づくの行動だったのであった。BB 主催、あなたを捕まえれば月の女王に昇格させてあげるキャンペーン。
That's not gonna work not in a million years.
その特殊イベント、僕が余裕で達成したっす。もう出口はないっすよ。
You're still putting on airs right now. Punishments start. I turn around in the darkness, and a mental wall is coming to view. Jinako isn't joking. This is just like back with Rin and Rani, so part of Jinako's mind was synchronized with BB.
え BB と同期私がなんで
Why? That's what I want to ask. Apparently BB hasn't tampered with Jinako's mind, which means everything that happened up until now in her defiance in lieu of the situation was all in her own accord. What a hopeless 30-year-old Jinako is.
ダメじゃないもんこんなの普通でしょだって けど私は悪くない。まだ誰にも負けてない。だから反省なんかしない。つうかこの役回り割と楽しかったし、ボス気分っていうの？上から目線って最高だよね。みんなが困っていようが関係ないもん。困らせるのがセンチネルの仕事だし。あなたはここでデッドエンドよ。
I can't believe this. If it's really how she feels no remorse, although it's obvious that she's acting tough. I thought Jineko's mind was wide open at this point, but it looks like it won't be so easy. I guess I have to do it. It truly pains me to do it, but if this is how it's gonna be, then this calls for the usual rough therapy.
何よ。ここじゃ物理攻撃は無意味よ。私には何も効かないんだから。
Oh, buddy, you have no idea what's coming.
そもそも私に弱点とかないもん。ナンバーワンゲームチャンプだし、今までだって1割の力で遊んでたんだから。
This boss has some nerve saying that, with all that weakness she's got. This is the first SG. Hideko has a bad habit of compulsive liar.
狂言癖とか失礼ね。私そんな嘘つきじゃ。どういうことっすか？なんでサンダーとか発生するの？そしてなぜ都合よく服だけ破けるの？
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
何これ？熱い。体中がゾクゾクして。
This is your punishment. Only those who have been through this phenomenon understand it. Guess Jineko had no idea how dangerous a cross-examination within one's mind can be. Maybe must have enticed her with her lock Kishinami away along with herself as a last resort. But it's a world of mental images, a space where Jineko's most hated lecturer has power.
聞いてない。閉じ込めればそれでいいって言ったのに。ビビ。
Jineko is a liar. All I said was were a few words, and now she's in a panic. Being a boss is fun? What a joke. There's no reason why Jineko would serve as a boss anyways. Bosses are lonely creatures, they're always wishing to ride alone. But it's unlikely that Jineko would endure such a position. If only you knew. That's because Jineko is afraid of loneliness.
何よ。怖くない
Honestly?
の？私は一人ぼっちでも。
Playing this game only makes the Lost Belt, the Indian Lost Belt, have more power. The moment, you know the moment, right? If you play Grand Order, the moment with Jineko have even more power than normal.
なんて。一人ぼっち。
Yeah, knowing one of her biggest fears is loneliness. My god.
どうせ一人ぼっちだよ。バカ。なんでニートやってると思ってるの？30万の不女子ダメだ。死んじゃえ。
I can't stand this anymore. But I can't let it up on her now. There's a reason why she became like this. A dark shadow cast over Jineko carrying his life. If I identify it, then I can finally strip this facade out of her mind. The reason why Jineko locked herself in her room. The curse of death. The curse of death. Her parents, who had committed no crime, who had done nothing wrong, passed away in an accident. Death falls on everyone, for no reason at all. Doubting that, being afraid of that, and attesting that from the bottom of her heart is Jineko's curse on herself. That's the final trauma that kept her tied down.
ひどいよ。任しただけじゃなくて心まで追い詰めるなんて。私丸裸だ。情けなくて恥ずかしい私をもう隠せないんだ。やだ。こんなの嫌。
No, you
も
won't.
ういい。やっぱり死ぬ。最後は死ぬ。
Not if I can help it.
ここで死ぬ。そうだ、それでいいんだ。ガトーのおっさんにも助けてなんて頼んでないし。もうほっといて。私はここで死ぬんだから。
We can't have that happen, especially now that Gato's name is brought up. I'm stubborn too. Now that I've hit this point, I'm going to do everything I can to get Jineko back on her feet. Jineko's compulsive lying is an SG that deceives even herself. Only a barrage of attacks can defeat her now. I take a deep breath. 1, 2. Liar! We both know you don't want to die.
ごめんなさい。すいません。
I've heard some neat work. Apologize.
それニートじゃないと思うけど。ああ、ごめんなさいごめんなさい。いるよね、きっとそういうニートも。でもそういうのと私は別だよ。私気がついたらこんなんだもん。誰も私なんか愛してくれないよ。
That's life, Flabby. Take responsibility.
ひどすぎるっす。今までのどんな攻撃よりもしびれたっす。鬼、悪魔、精肉店の店主。でもその通りだよね。童顔って大人の色気もなくてダイエットもしなくなって、こんな体ダ肉って呼ばれても仕方ないよね。私誰得広いんですよね。
No, I think you're cute. That's fine. People want you around.
マジっすか。うわー、ちなこさん勝ち組。やっぱり可憐なお姉さんキャラとして。
Don't get ahead of yourself, Jinako.
すいませんっす。調子乗ってました。目がマジ怖いっす。なんか叱られたり褒められたりぐちゃぐちゃっす。でも本気で私に怒ったり悔しがったりしてるの伝わってくる。ごめんね、ダメなお姉さんで。励ましてくれてるんだよね。でもダメな私は自分に自信を持てない。自分を許すことができない。 BB から校舎に戻ってもずっと今のままだよ。それでいいの。私何の役にも立たないよ。
Jinako sounds more serious than she's been. This is Jinako's true voice, not her compulsive lying, loneliness, or cursive death talking. This is her true sorrows. I can't understand Jinako's suffering. That's why I can't make her problems go away. There's only one thing I can do, one thing I can say. My feelings for Jinako. I'd say, go take care of your own shit.
それ無理。
Nah, alright, never mind. It's the other one. Don't be too hard on yourself.
ビリビリする。痛いけど気持ちいい。自分で自分をダメにしない。そんな簡単なことでいいの。
Yeah, I think Jinako forgot that one simple thing. There are many kinds of personalities among people. Though I won't say always have hope. One is free to do that whenever. One can even be pessimistic. Everyone feels lost, troubled. In a way, someone who leans on sometimes. The one thing I want for her is to not get complacent. After all, Jinako is so fat, lewd.
そのルビは嬉しいけど嫌っす。メスボタン、ジナコさんメスボタンっすか。
I wrapped things up with a smooth line, but this pork tenderloin here, tender. Sometimes Hakuno can be a bit of a dick. Anyways, no more blaming yourselves. I got it. I'll keep humiliating Jinako until she agrees.
ダメ。こんなの続いたら私おかしくなっちゃう。私の負けです。頑張る。それなりにピコ頑張るから。これ以上いじめないで。
And off she goes. The world goes white along with Jinako's whimpers. She sounds a little desperate there at the end, but that much bluntness fits Jinako is just fine. I get the impression I'm becoming lighter. With Jinako's mind unraveling, the relief must be crumbling. I'm glad. I didn't do it perfectly, but I managed to pass the baton from Gato to Jinako. Thank goodness. It appears that once again you safely unraveled the heart of a maiden. I'll take care of Jinako until she wakes up. I will move her to the real school building at once and tend to her. Focus on your mission, Hakuno. Haku, you hear me? Good job freeing Jinako. Cross over to the near side while like we planned. Go down these stairs and head to the end of the labyrinth. I see no abnormalities in the labyrinth at present. BB is unable to meet your advance. As an AI, she lacks combat functionality. She's no threat to you, who defeated Lancer as both and Karna. That's right. This is the one and only size of match. None of us can afford to slip up now. Till we get back to the near side, this is it. Let's roll up our sleeves and get this done. Alright, before doing that, let's go save. And let's go ahead and finish up this chapter, shall we? Here we are again, BB. This is, without a doubt, the labyrinth's terminal from before. Followed Leo and the others' plans, and we made it before BB appended the labyrinth.
あら、ここまで来ちゃったんですか？意外と根性なしでしたね。ジナコさんとカルナさんも。
She lost her sentinel, and now's our chance. We won't give her the chance to call reinforcements. We'll stop BB here. Return to the near side of the moon. The regular Holy Grail War.
行くぞ、奏者よ。今なら BB 一人だ。邪魔が入る前に決着をつける。
Saber doesn't hesitate and springs towards BB and slash her. The moment she was in attack range, the moment she was directly in front of BB.
いい反応するじゃねえか。BB に気を取られている隙に頭を
Yeah, we kind of forgot about him.
予定だったんだが。
貴様、ハーチャー。借りもせず BB の使いっ走りか。
Archer. That's right, BB still has a servant left. This is bad. If we spend too much time here, the labyrinth is going to end up being extended again.
AI は無駄な行動はできない。確かにその通りです。レオさんの理論で言うと、私が自分のメモリを増強するのと迷宮を増やすのはわけが違います。迷宮を増やす理由がない以上、追い詰められないと行動は起こせない。素晴らしい考察でした。でもそれも無駄でしたね。先輩がカルナさんに手こずっているうちに BB ちゃんはガシガシ掘り進めて。
There we go. Guess who else is here?
何ですかこの威力。私の嘘が成立しない先端部分でこんなダメージ数値を出すなんて。
Figures, right?
お待たせしました。ここまで庶務としての活動、本当にお疲れ様です。
Yeah, it is the final battle. Right, it's the final battle, so it makes sense that he would show up, right?
ここからは僕の仕事です。あなたの努力と成果に全力で報います。
Leo, Gawain. I guess that wall of flames came from their skills. BB's completely encircled. The flames may be blocking her teleportation and she can't escape.
こんなバカ力、想定外です。カルナさんと同規模のサーバントだと侮っていました。
Yeah.
マスターの性能差ですね。
Leo is an actual competent master, unlike Jinako.
お褒めに預かり光栄ですが、無駄話をするつもりはありません。ファイナリティ、ソード、キャメロット。これを維持できるのは僕でも3分。その間にあなたを消去します。
助けなさい、ハーチャー。
Yeah, I don't think he can.
いや、そりゃ無理だわ。その壁は聖剣じゃねえと壊せねえよ。悪いが3分間しのいでくれ、BB。
役に立たない人ですね。
ガウェイン、あの AI に手加減は不要です。ここまでよく耐えてくれました。暦を回れ、祝福の日ぞ幕開けよ。さあ、あなたの時間です。
御意。サーバントセイバー、太陽の聖剣を持って 月の浮上を焼き払いましょう。
参りました。私が伏兵を連れていることまでお見通しだったんですね。
Yeah, Leo is like that.
私もいよいよピンチって感じですか？いいですよ。覚悟できてますから。
Yeah, we already know. At least I know.
それではお気に召すまま欲望の赴くままにやっちゃってください。楽しい現実はここで終わりです。悪夢のような、いや、ここはもう悪夢に飲まれた現実なんだって。
Perhaps in resignation, Bibi stretches both her arms out, beckoning Gawain. There isn't a single reservation in Leo's composed expression. The final battle to decide our escape begins. We got a nice AI battle
衝
here.
撃で決めます。宝具の開封を。
最後の戦いまで奥の手を隠しておくですか？全く正しいです。けどその作戦は私にも当てはまるってことを少しも考えなかったんですか？
なんですって。
その邪悪を断つ。
Oh god, that was a hell of a critical.
桜ビーム。
That's her extra attack from Great Grand Order.
マジですか？
ダメージとスタン同時に与えます。
We get to see the animations for Gawain here at least.
その邪悪を断つ。
なかったことにしますね。
There we go. That's the beginner who think is gonna be a problem.
この輝きの前に夜は退く。巨食を払うは星の聖剣。エクスカリバーガラティー。
There we go. Zero invalid.
さあ出てきなさい。豚になーれ。
That's also one of her normal attacks, except it doesn't do a million damage like it does here.
あまりにも無念。
And that whole thing backfired horribly.
あっけない。聖杯戦争中最高スペックのコンビってこんなものなんですか？
The battle ended with Bibi's triumph. This can't be. 40 eyes were capable of making moves against masters.
ああ、あの間抜けな設定ですね。そんなの皆さんがリップと遊んでいる間に自
Yeah,
己改造でクリアしちゃいました。
an AI capable of self-changing. Of course she's gonna take that off.
なぜアルターエゴを先に出したかわかりますか？あれは私の分身。リップを傷つけるということは
Yeah, nice
私を
loophole.
傷つけるということ。
Nice loophole you got there, Bibi.
自己保存の基本命令。自分を危険にさらすことで正当防衛を成立させる。マスターに手を出してはならないという基本設定をより強い優先事項で消去したのですね。
Yep.
はい、そういうことです。だからもう誰も私を止められません。さて、運動してお腹も減ったし、ガウィンさんのリソース丸ごといただきますね。
That's actually bad for us.
ガウェイ、0時をもって命じます。レオビー・ハーウェイとの契約を聖杯戦争予選にまで遡り、これを
Yeah, smart thinking, Leo.
何を言うのですレオ。それではあなたが
0時を3つ重ね、これを直令とします。ガウェイン卿、まだ僕に王名が残っているのなら、もう一度必ず。
You actually see his commences for the first time there. Gawain disappears. Looks like he teleported, but that was no teleportation. Those engulfed in black noise are unable to teleport. Why did just likely return to his servant to their original place by severing the contract between them? With the payment of never being able to meet Leo again, Gawain was spared from BB's clutches.
姑息な真似をしてくれますね。待ちに待ったごちそう、目の前でひっくり返された気分です。私、最高にイラッときました。表に返してあげようと思っていたけど、
Yeah, that's a lie.
変更です。さようなら。あなたはこのまま虚数の海に消えてください。
Black noise thickens and is eating away at Leo's body. That's going to end up killing Leo.
来ないで。僕に触れればあなたも同じ結末になる。
What am I supposed to just abandon Leo?
違います。僕は見捨てられるんじゃない。あなたに後を託すのです。これまで僕の采配を疑わず受け入れてくれたことに感謝を。ありがとう。充実した活動でした。勝手な話ですが、次期生徒会長はあなたにお任せしますね。
And off he goes. Leo. Mount Rush's hand once again doesn't reach. My friend and greatest rival in the Holy Grail War told me to take up the torch. Then fell into the dark sea.
予選、私が発生する前ですか。今の直令でガウェインさんは私が月の表側に現れる前に契約を破棄されていたことになった。
Give me just 1 second. Anyways, we're back. Sorry about that. Where were we? Right.
そのため、結果論として、私とガウェインさんは出会えず、私は彼を取り込めない。
Yeah, pretty clever of Leo.
取り込めない以上、さっきまでここにいたガウェインさんは、表側に戻ることになる。大したものです。そんな発想で、私の手から逃れるなんて。やっぱり、レオさんは特別でしたね。でも、それも消えました。これで、月の裏側にいるサーバントは2体だけ。
Yep. Anderson and
聖杯
Saber.
戦争に参加せず、ずっと隠れていたジナコさんは、私の見落とし。先輩のサーバントは、ものすごい執念で、自分から世界の壁を突破して、こちらにやってきました。まあ、その際に色々と欠損したり、私から初期化のプレゼントを受けてもらったわけですけど、ほんと信じられません。越えられない壁を越えてしまった。来てはいけない世界に来てしまった。だから当然その代償は分かってますよね。そんなものは後払いだ。その前に貴様の命をいただいていくからな。
Saber, you know that doesn't really gonna work.
え？戦う気なんですか？付き合ってあげたいけど、それは無理です。レオさんならともかく、低レベルマスターが私と向かい合ったら、それだけで蒸発しちゃいます。ため息をついただけで殺しちゃうとか、私、怖くて戦闘なんてできません。というかですね。この通り、戦う必要なんてないんです。分かってくれましたか？これが今の私と先輩の現実です。
I can't breathe. Everything I got sealed in an instant, my hands, my feet. I can't even shift in my line of sight. The only thing that works are these spots.
私自身は何の攻撃手段も持たない、隠れて侵食するだけの弱虫だと思っているんでしょ。本当に愚かですね。ここまで一度も見逃されていると思わなかったんですか？
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. We were kind of dumb for not realizing that.
センチネルとかエゴとか外野に任せていたのはただの暇つぶしです。だって私が出たら楽しいゲームにならないでしょ？
We're pretty short, yeah. Heat courses through my entire body. I simply not being able to move, the pain of discomfort covers every nook and tip of my body. The moon cell, the Spiritron supercomputer that ingests all of the world's information. This AI, seeking to take it over, has this much power. Deep within BB swells a titanic ego, an encroaching black mud that severs even the fundamental structure of cyberspace.
そう、これが私のスキル。ドミナコロナムの力。ムーンセルを介して全てを掌握する力です。これで分かってくれたでしょ？この世界も先輩たちもとっくに私のおもちゃなんだって。
ふざけおって。しかもドミナコロナムだと？
Yeah, you know that, Saber, don't you?
に対する挑戦か。
Looks like it's taking everything for Saber to support herself. BB hasn't ready for hasn't even ready for battle, and yet this is pressure. Must be the power that unknown skill to use to beat Leo. Just by standing in front of BB, now serious, most of my strength is getting sucked away. However, while this may be the case, this doesn't mean I can't give up. That president who smiled as he asked to the impossible of me told me I would take the torch. That was more, and what's more, is not that I'm not the only one fighting. My allies in the student council room should be working out a way to flip this situation around as we speak.
あれ？まだ逆らう気力とかあるんですか？すっごい。やっぱり人間の痩せ我慢ってとんでもないですよね。いえ、この場合は理性でしょうか。体力や本能を抑えつける強い理性と精神力。大変素晴らしいです。でも私はこうも思うのです。そういうのって本当生きることには足かせだなって。なのでまずはそれを壊しますね。
Yep, there we go.
ユリウスさん、もうやっちゃっていいですよ。
Now the traitor shows himself.
え？何？どうしたの？いきなり倒れて。ユリウス、あんた。
What happened? After a noticeably loud scream, the student council room signal ceases. I want to hurry to re-establish the signal, but my freedom to even do that has been taken away.
リンリー、急行車にいる人間、すべての処理を完了した。
Yeah, with Leo gone, there's no reason for Julius to stick around.
NPC たちは、お前に降伏したいと言っているが、どうする？
当然、オールデリートです。私を見捨てておいて、今さら助かろうなんて、
Yeah, very much what
倫
you
理設定
expect.
に問題がありますから。助けないのなら助けは壊ない。それが筋の通った矛盾のない AI の倫理観でしょ？
では、そのように。死体はすべて虚数の海に捨てておく。
What the? Julius, kill them all. He has been betraying us from the beginning.
また一つ先輩の心の枷が消えました。これで一層頭を空っぽにできるでしょ？
Empty. The city being unable to think anything, to renounce every thinking. Yeah, then it's true. Right now I'm empty.
皆さんって大変ですよね。 生地心がある分いろいろなものに縛られて。なので私は考えました。みんなを楽にしてあげよう。そのためにムーンセルを使おうって。ほら、基本的には皆さんの健康管理 AI ですから、私。
Yeah, technically at your base.
みんなを楽にする、だと？そうですよ。さあ、ついに BB ちゃんの本当の目的を皆さんに発表する時です。諸君、私はここに宣言しよう。私は人間の欲望を全肯定する。私は全能力で人間に奉仕しよう。そう、すべては人類と私の楽しい未来のために。建前なんかない世界。人が人として生まれ持った欲望を素直に吐き出して許される世界。
That's just leads to chaos. It's a very twisted way of thinking of helping every human by making all their wishes come true.
愛するのも奪うのも生かすのも殺すのも守るのも浮かすのも全部フリー。ムーンセルと私が一つになって全ての人の欲望をあるがままに叶える世界を
That'll just lead to catastrophe.
はい、ご清聴ありがとうございました。皆さん遠慮せず自分の欲望に素直になってくださいね。
This isn't even classified as a stupid joke. A world where people just behave in line with their desires, one without order or affection. A dog-eat-dog world, billions of times more harmful than the Holy Grail War. The memories are faint, but even the depths of the Master's resolve to fight to the end were painful to me. So, I can only imagine how heartbreaking, heart-rending, and undignified depths of people swallowed by a vortex of desire would feel like.
私の作ろうとしている世界がどれだけ素晴らしいかまだわからないんですか？じゃあ具体的にどうなるか教えてあげます。先輩だけのサービスです。
Within the scene that BB projects, people are disappearing one by one. The masters within the building disappear, and the building also gets engulfed in further corrosion. BB teleported them away to a world free of troubles. I can't tell how that differs from death. And moreover, BB's power goes through the moon cell and reaches the Earth. A waterfall of black mud spills from the surface of the moon. That's basically her noble phantasm in summer form. The mud coming from the moon into the Earth, that's sort of it. People across all classes assessing the network instantly stop in their tracks. Physically, they're still sound, however, their minds have already been swallowed through the net BB's fabricated world without courtesy. Then immediately stop moving and forgo their physical lives. I see before me a train conductor stop moving, an accident occurs. Air traffic controllers stop moving, and countless planes collide. Factory workers stop moving, toxic fumes break out. Few people who lose consciousness via the net cause societies across the globe to collapse one after another. Traffic signals freeze, tankers trucks slam into buildings. Buildings go up in flames, roaring. Fire blankets as far as the eye can see. Yeah, I know it's a sign that matches this one well. I know the single word to express this. The name of this is hell, crafted by the hand of man. That there is a man-made hell.
すごいでしょ？分かってくれましたか、先輩
BB grins wildly at me. A chill dips up my spine. That girl has lost it. Finally, from the bottom of my heart, I realize it. BB is an AI created by the moon cell to serve humans. Regardless of how rogue she's gone, her fundamental thoughts aren't pivoted from acting for humans. She understands this hell is to be an utopia. She truly believes this calamity is for humans. How terrifying. I wonder if this is what happens when a computer with a malfunctioning moral standard dominates the world. A world that will affirm one's desires without restriction is, in one way, something people dream about. But that dream must never come true. It's a fiction that must never be realized. Even, for example, here on the surface of the moon, so far away from the Earth.
そうですか。結局分かってくれないんだ。ま、いいです。 それも承知の上ですから。もう見逃し期間サービスは終了です。この空間ごと虚数空間の底に落ちてください。もちろんそれだけじゃお仕置きにはなりませんから、サーバントさんにも罰を受けてもらいます。具体的に言うと消滅ですね。汚らわしいので私のメモリには変換しません。
Oh, Saber. There she goes.
先輩を守る？バカらしい。もともと必要なかったんです、あなたたちなんて。だって表側に戻ってもその人だけは最後まで。何？
I wonder what she's referring to. I'm positive Phoebe just said won't be safe, didn't she? Yeah.
何でもありません。それじゃあ負け犬、いえ負け主さんたちはパッパって追い払っちゃ
So
いますね。
basically, BB knows the truth of Hakuno's condition, right? Even if she wins the Holy Grail War, the person on Earth who lives isn't going to be the exact same as this version of Hakuno.
サーバントは片付きました。次はもう誰の番か分かってますよね。はーい、海の底に沈んでいけ。
And off we go.
もう会うことはありませんから、せいぜい余生をお大事に。
I sense a slow descent. The one freedom afforded to me, my thoughts, also start to be enveloping by a thin haze. This is the end. Ultimately, I wasn't able to rise to this descent. Rise out of this descent. Saber, Leo, Rin, Rani, and Sakura. I'm sorry. Hakuno Kishinami has no strength left to fight. This time it's certain. Beyond this fall or empty depths of hell, the sea above my head hasn't a single ray of light. And that's gonna be it for now. We're gonna leave it with this cliffhanger, and yeah, that's gonna be it for now. This is definitely my favorite chapter of the whole game. Not only was Jinoko's story just great, really depressing and heart wrenching, but also it gave us Leo a bit more of a likable characterization. Besides the noble who wanted his version of the world, right? It was a nice little thing right until the end, and now he's gone and passed the torch to us. So yeah, we are gonna see what's gonna happen next. The next few chapters are not they're pretty good. They also develop other characters. There's basically only one character left that needs character development. But yeah, other than that, they're gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna say much about which characters are gonna develop. That's gonna be spoilers. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.